People, I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and today I want to explore something that I saw today. There was a comment from a billionaire. I don't know who the billionaire's name was. I just see him on Instagram, and he looks really fancy. And he made a statement that I thought was really interesting. He said that people with low IQs tend to make more money. So I'm going to explore this a little bit and kind of give you some Dr. Boyce insights on this comment, where it could be true, where it may not be true. So hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and everything else. Make sure you hit the notification bell. And we're going to get started on drboycetv.com right now.
Here we are, clan the isms, cataclysm, great. Our people out here struggling, trying to make it in this state. Everybody out here doing it, but we the ones too late. Now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to co-sign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on Dr. Boyce TV. Here we are.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Give me a quick yes to let me know you can hear me. I am in Denmark right now. I have been doing a world tour with Muhammad, my man. And that's a reference to Tribe Called Quest, in case you were born like after the year 1995. Anyway, I went to Iceland, I went to Sweden, went to Denmark, and I like to travel around the world. I've been to a lot of a few different African countries, not as many as I want to go to. I'm going to go to Africa soon. Because I have people that say, well, why are you hanging out with white people? Why are you hanging out with white people? Well, because I want to learn from everybody. Give me a yes if you understand that you can be Black and go learn from everybody. Give me a yes if you understand the importance of world travel as a pathway to enlightenment. I think that's really important for us to get that. I encourage you to get your kids a passport and all that good stuff. But yeah, in terms of African countries, let me see, where have I been to? Nigeria, Botswana, Ghana, South Africa. I keep wanting to say there's one more, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Anyway, we are going to actually start doing some travel together as a group next spring. So if you want to go with us on a trip, we could talk about that. We're trying to develop some sort of travel scenario and partner with some travel companies to do some good, B1 voyages around the world. So if you're interested in that, just stay tuned. Make sure you remain connected. In fact, one way you can remain connected is I have a Telegram channel called the Black Investors Group. I decided that I want to move away from YouTube and Facebook and start investing in more secure platforms that allow us more direct access to you. In case, I don't know if any of y'all know this, but it's very frustrating to deal with YouTube and Facebook because they really harness and control your audience. They lock you away from your people. You put up a post, you have 400,000 people that follow you. I have 400,000 people that follow me on just one of my Facebook pages. And I'll put up a post and they'll show the post to maybe 1,000 of those people. It's very frustrating. And then also, as you know, with our Instagram page, they just took it down. They just said, yeah, we just decided to take your page down. So we're going to start using other platforms. So Telegram, I do have that Telegram channel. The link is in the bio. So if you go into the bio of this video at drboycetv.com, you can find the link there. You can also go into Telegram and search for the Dr. Boyce Watkins Black Investors Group. And the goal is to give you value also, not just for you to follow me, but also to follow me so that we can help you, so I can support you in your journey. So that's one of the things that we have. Also, of course, you guys know if you want to get profit alerts from me, well, I'll send you some stocks that I like every now and then. Just text the word stock, STOCK, text stock to 31996. And also you can follow this podcast on Spotify. Just look up my name on Spotify. All right, so let's get started. Let's jump into the topic. I saw this video where there was a guy who he looked very fancy and very, very rich. And I don't know his name. I should probably know his name, but I didn't care enough to know his name one way or the other. I just he just had an opinion, and I thought it was interesting because I know a lot of people who would agree with him. And he claimed that people with lower IQs tend to make more money. That people with lower IQs make more money, and more specifically, he seemed to also be talking about education. Right? He made reference to lawyers and doctors and scientists. And so I thought that was an interesting statement, and not a crazy one either. Not a crazy one. And again, I've seen the guy's videos before. I should have wrote his name down, but he's always wearing like really fancy suits and stuff. So I think he's a guy who's achieved some economic success for that, for which I congratulate him. But I wanted to kind of talk about this statement that he made, that people with low IQs tend to make more money. Now, here's his argument, and give me a yes. Tell me if if this makes sense to you. Basically, what he said is that people with low IQs, they don't overanalyze stuff. He said that the scientists, the doctors, the lawyers, and the engineers, they are trained on data analytics. They're trained to go through every little detail. They're trained to play out every single scenario. They're trained to look at all the risk assessments and go through every little nook and cranny and every possibility. And then they come to the conclusion that because there's so many risks, that you shouldn't do it at all. That literally your analysis pretty much talks you out of what it is that you're seeking to do. Give me a guess if that makes sense. Let's acknowledge both sides of the argument. I'm not stating this as a true or false, right or wrong. I think that's overly simple-minded thinking. I don't want to insult the intelligence of intelligent Black people, and I encourage you to consider all perspectives. So give me a yes or no. You can at least understand that point of view. That maybe sometimes having a lot of education and the high IQ types, or even assuming that education and IQ are connected, which I don't think that they are actually. I know a lot of people with a lot of education who just honestly aren't that smart, and I know a lot of people who didn't even finish high school, who didn't go to college, who are incredibly intelligent people. So give me a guess if you understand where we're coming from on that. All right. So let's start there. So if you start there, I'm not going to say that he's wrong. Um, oh, someone said I'm muffled. Am I muffled? And give me a yes if you can hear me okay. I'm sorry if I sound muffled. I don't
I don't want to sound like this, but
do I sound muffled or am I coming through okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Okay. Now I'm getting so you don't hear me all right. Give me a yes in the chat if you hear me okay. I want to make sure that I'm coming through before I continue. I'm waiting for the yeses. All right. Okay. Okay. So it looks like I am coming through okay. So yeah, it might be your audio on that end. Oh, it says it goes in and out. Man, crap. That's that's what I get for trying to do Wi-Fi in a foreign country. So I do sound muffled. It says highly favored. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to still finish this conversation and hope that the audio gets better. I'm truly sorry about that, guys. Can you at least hear me enough for me to continue? If you give me a yes, I'll just continue. And I'm very, very sorry for this audio issue. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to fix that exactly. All right. So here's what I want to kind of lay into a little bit. Um, Basically, I think that he could be right in some situations. I know a lot of really smart people. I know PhDs who are some of the smartest people on the planet. And one of the things that I observed very quickly when I worked with my PhD and I got on other faculties here at university is that in academia we were trained to become really really smart about one tiny little thing. We were trained to think very very small, and instead of actually taking all this brain power and really pushing, really sort of like in the to sort of try new things and push out there into the world. And I didn't like that at all. I didn't like the idea that we were muted in that way and sort of told that you shouldn't explore outside your boundaries. And also, all the analysis, I think it could have tremendous value, but he's absolutely right that sometimes we can get paralysis. Sometimes you can study and analyze stuff so much that you end up getting to the point where you talk yourself out of everything. You allow your fear to cause you to act on fear as opposed to acting on desire. You don't understand that part of success means making mistakes. Part of success means not doing everything perfectly. So effectively, Now let me see here. Terrence says I'm still muffled, so it almost sounds like I'm gonna have to go ahead and end this early. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back a little bit later and finish up this. I hate the idea that I'm muffled to you guys. I have no idea what's going on. I have my microphone here. It's gotta be the Wi-Fi or something like that. Maybe I can turn my audio on and off. Maybe that'll help. Let me see. And or maybe a different audio source. Let me see. Something with that. Okay, you said you can't hear me now. All right. This is turning into an awkward scenario, so I'm so sorry. All right, so let me try talking into the mic. Does it help if I talk like this? Does that make it better? Give me a yes or no if it makes it better. I want to see if it gets better if I talk directly into the mic. What do you guys think? Okay, Hope for a Generation gives a thumbs up. Is that better? Better? So is this what you guys? Does this help? That's it. We did it. Yes, we did it. Okay. All right, so let me back. Okay. So here's what my assessment is on all of this, on all this commentary about whether or not high IQs or low IQs make more money. I know a lot of people who have a lot of education who unfortunately get stuck in what I call the paralysis of analysis. Sometimes you could be so smart that you don't do anything. You could be so smart that you outthink yourself. And the reality is that no matter how much education you have, no matter how much preparation you've done, no matter how much you've worked on sort of getting ready for that next move, you're never going to know everything. Okay, not too close to get to the hole. Okay, thank you. You don't know everything about your next move, and so there's a point where you kind of have to operate on faith. And also, sometimes what I've noticed is that people that have good grades and have a lot of education, they get used to doing everything perfectly. I guess you know what I'm saying. They kinda get used to always making the highest score in the test, always succeeding in everything they do, always sort of not failing at whatever they're doing, so they see failure they internalize their failure a little bit differently from people who kind of accept the idea that failure is a part of the process, that failure is a part of learning. And so, one of the things I'll say is that there are studies that show that people who get straight A's, people who become, valedictorians and all that other stuff, that um, they're not the ones that tend to make the most money. The people that make the most money are not your high school valedictorians and stuff like that. They're not the ones that become millionaires. They become good corporate managers. They get jobs working for companies and end up stuck in middle management. The people that become the millionaires and the billionaires are typically people who break rules. They're the people who think for themselves. They're the people who kind of look around and say, "Okay, this system doesn't make sense. I'm going to, make my own rules in this process so I can get where I want to get to." And so one of the things I learned is that it's not healthy for us to form an anti-intellectual perspective, though, right? It's not healthy for us to say, "Oh, education is stupid, and the only people that are going to do well are the dumbasses who don't think, who don't know how to process information." Information can benefit you, but you have to learn not to take it so seriously, and you have to understand something called calculated risks. I know a lot when I was a faculty member and when in my PhD program, I lost a lot of friends because I didn't follow rules. I didn't believe in certain rules. I didn't believe in certain hierarchies. I lost a lot of friends also because I was willing to take chances. And I noticed that most of my friends in the doctoral program got ahead by sort of fitting into whatever system they were sort of thrust into. They wanted to make sure that they did everything they were supposed to do by the book, and that was a good way for them to graduate, but not a good way for you to be successful at the highest levels, not a good way for you to position yourself for kind of the breakout success that I believe that I wanted to have for myself, that I believe I actually did achieve that. Okay, so hold on. Someone said my audio is defective again. Hey, Yoshika, how are you? I don't know what's going on with the audio, man. I wish I could explain it. I have no clue what's happening. So, I'll just finish to explaining it. Hopefully, if you hang out, you can get the bulk of what I'm saying. And so what I would encourage you to do is not sort of take one side or the other, not to assume that because you have all this formal education that that's automatically going to increase your chances of success. It's not. It's the courage and the ability to apply that information that actually matters. When I was working with a guy named Damon Dash created Rockefeller Records and everything, and Damon and I became pretty good friends. And I still like Dame. We don't work together as much, but, but I remember we did something together, we called it Intelligent Boss Moves, and Dame said, "Where'd you come up with Intelligent Boss Moves?" And it was a short IBM was the acronym, and I said, "Because in order to be successful, you have to have 3 things, in my opinion. 1, you have to have intelligence, which means you have to analyze, you have to be able to process information. You can't be stupid and be successful because smart people tend to know which direction they need to go. But then also, I use the word boss because you have to have courage. You have to have boss-like thinking. Type the word boss in the chat if you heard what I just said. I want to make sure some of this is getting through. You have to sort of think like a boss. And a boss is a person that understands, look, if I move forward, I'm gonna get hit with some arrows. I'm gonna make some mistakes. But it's okay because I've got courage and I'm gonna be able to make it through. I've got faith. My faith will carry me through the darker times, right? And then the word moves comes from the fact that there are people who maybe have intelligence and maybe have some courage, but they don't do anything. You got to get up and you got to move. You got to move. Type the word move in the chat so I can know that you're hearing at least some of what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on with the audio, but I'm gonna keep on finishing. I'm gonna keep on going. But you got to make a move, even if it's not a perfect move, even if you don't know everything you need to know, even if you don't feel like you're 100% ready. You got to make a move. And then when things go bad, you keep moving. When things go good, you keep moving. When you make a mistake, you keep moving. When you have a success, you keep moving. When you have a goal, you keep moving. You gotta do that. And so I don't think there's anything wrong with being smart. I don't think there's anything wrong with being educated. That's where I disagree with the billionaires. Like, make these simple, unconditional rules that say, "Oh, going to school is bad." It's like, no, going to school is good. Keep going to school, but you can't take school too seriously because some of the stuff they teach you in school is how to be a coward. Sometimes in school they teach you how to be a loser. Sometimes they teach you in school how to be a victim. And that's the part where I get off the bus. That's the part where I say, "No, I'm not here to be a coward. I'm not here to be a victim. I'm not here to fit into your rule system and do things the way you want me to do them. Um, I've got a destiny that's been given to me by a higher power than you, and I'm gonna fulfill that destiny whether it follows your protocol or not." I hope you understand what I'm saying. I've got a mission and I'm gonna pursue that mission. And that means walking forward even in the storm. That means understanding, navigating my path as well as I need to, and always moving. You gotta keep moving. So whatever you're doing in your life, just keep moving. Analyze, process, learn from it, and then keep moving. If you do that, then you'll be successful. And that's just my 2 cents, guys. So I wanted to share that with you. I hope this conversation helps somebody. And I'm so sorry about the weird audio issues. I hope the muffled didn't kill everything that I was trying to say to you. I hope the core of the message got to you. And so anyway, I want to let you guys know, number one, in order to get away from YouTube and Facebook a little bit, we do have a Telegram channel. The Telegram channel is called the Black Investors Group. You can actually look for the link in the bio on Boyce Watkins. Look for the link in the bio, and you can join the Telegram channel if you'd like to be alerted. I find Telegram is an easier, less expensive way and more direct way for us to connect with you and let you guys know when I'm live. Because I'm tired of these algorithms deciding whether or not I get to talk to you or not. I'm tired of having over 1 million subscribers on different YouTube channels. We have 4 YouTube channels that literally, if I got those YouTube plaques that they give you for having 100,000 subscribers, we literally have 4 channels. that earned a plaque. Literally, we have 4 channels that are plaque worthy. I just didn't get the plaques. So we've been building for a long time. We've been doing this for a long time. We are consistent with the stuff that we do, and we do it with both feet. And that means, that means sort of doing this, whether it's going well or going bad. We just keep doing it because this is what I believe in. This is who I am. Flaws and all, warts and all, mistakes and all. You just keep moving, right? So anyway, let's see. This is when we start the Black Think Tank. Yeah, well, you know what, Yashika, the Black Think Tank is more so the All Black National Convention. That's where you guys get together and you form your own connections with others and think through the goals that you have. And because everybody kind of understands the same principles, it allows you to operate in a way where you understand what the assignment is. You understand the mission, right? So that's really at this point the Black Think Tank. So I don't want to create another entity right now. It's really honestly kind of overwhelming to manage what we have. We don't get much financial support outside of intelligent Black people who believe in what we're doing. So we have to sort of be limited in scope of what we seek to do. But we're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on building, and I'll keep you guys posted on what happens. Also, a couple more thoughts. A movie. We are making movies now. The next movie we made is called Be One the Movie. It's going to do a world premiere release in Atlanta the weekend of August 17th. So if you'd like to learn more, just visit be1themovie.com, and you can learn more about the release in Atlanta if you happen to live in the area. And Rizza Islam is going to join us down here as well. I think Les Brown might be coming out there. I got to check with director Rick, dude. And also, if you want to get profit alerts from me on stocks that I like for that week, just text the word stock to 31996. If you text stock to 31996, I'll send you guys a profit alert. All right, so I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'm sorry, but again, about the audio issues. I'm going to go back and listen to it and see what it sounds like, so I can try to diagnose the issue. It might just be in Denmark right now, so it could be the problem. But anyway, I'll be back pretty soon. So I want to represent Blackness all over the world. So I've been wearing a shirt all day, and I don't even know what this means. I know what it means. That's all that matters to me. All right, guys. So have a good day. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening. And I'll check back in with you guys a little bit later. Peace.
Here we are, clan the isms, cataclysm great. Our people out here struggling, trying to make it in this state. Everybody out here doing it, but we the ones who late. Now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to cosign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on Dr. Boyce TV. Here we are.